Yeah, Deidre, a really tough time for many, and some say that they're heartbroken. Now, employees knew the cuts were going to happen, though still they say these jobs lost will hamper student learning.
Feeling a little shell-shocked.
For 20 years, Diane Newton Pryor has worked as a library assistant across Portland Public. This year, she splits time between a couple of elementary schools, teaching students, organizing the library, and adding books to the shelves.
I usually try to share a quick lesson, a short story.
Though recently, she and other library assistants were notified there won't be any funding for their jobs next year.
I'm numb.
She says other positions in art, music, and PE classes could see reduced hours too. Though Newton Pryor says the district will work to provide jobs like roles as a paraeducator to some. And if principals have leftover funds, they can use it for positions being reduced. Still, she says some people will lose their jobs.
A lot of people who depend on this job for their insurance, for their family.
Other staff say library assistants aren't the only ones affected.
I am actually very upset.
Yasmin Correa is a paraeducator and works with high-need elementary schoolers. She says some of her coworkers will lose their jobs next year.
So our feeding team, which is really essential to kids eating at school and not choking, they're getting cut.
We reached out to Portland Public for a list of positions being reduced. We haven't yet heard back. Though in a letter to families, the district says they have to make budget cuts. In a release to staff, PPS says some class sizes may slightly increase, too. This comes after a poor financial situation was exacerbated by a new contract with teachers costing $175 million over 3 years. And while educators understand cuts may be necessary, they say students' education could suffer.
It kind of breaks my heart a little.
Now, into that letter to parents, Portland Public Schools says of the $30 million in cuts, half come from central offices. And while they realize these cuts were unavoidable, they say they tried to minimize how much was coming directly from classrooms. Deidre?
All right, thanks so much, Thomas.